We're live. Good evening, guys, and welcome to another live edition of the FPL Happy Hour podcast with me, Sham. How are you doing? Yeah, can you just let us know if you can hear us, all right? Just someone say, yeah, we can hear you or something.
Say you can hear us.
I'm guessing that's a hello from David, so I'm guessing he can hear us. It's a shame the stream started like a few minutes later because then you would have heard me celebrating a Bamba Clark's goal. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I have them in my last man standing league. So I was celebrating Arsenal's goal. Anyway, how you doing, Rob?
Yeah, I'm good. Glad to watch that. It was a really boring first half.
Yeah, it was fucking shit, mate.
I'd literally, I think, about 30 if Newcastle score, this might get exciting.
Yeah, and then
Worse now.
yeah,
Like if you're here, then
I think my stream's probably like a minute behind, something like that. Because obviously I'm streaming it.
I'm on Now TV. I'm normally about 30 seconds behind.
Well, we named this show the John Stones Appreciation Society show because we both got John Stones, mate. How are you feeling yesterday when the goals went in?
Shocked. Yeah. I mean, I brought him in. It wasn't even because of budget or anything. It was just because I felt that they were the two most nailed players in the whole team.
Yeah.
Like managers don't centre halves, especially when they've built up a partnership. And yeah, I had a feeling Cancelo wasn't going to start because since Walker had COVID, since he's come back, he hasn't really been given a chance. And yeah, Pep was always going to bring him in at some point, and that's what happened. So, but I'm shocked that Stones came up with this.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, I don't know if I was more annoyed at the fact that Diaz got the assist, or more happy that Stones got the goal. Because when I saw it, I was like, "Oh fuck, Diaz is going to get the assist here," and I brought in Cancelo instead of fucking Diaz. I was so pissed off. But yeah, I mean, I can't argue with a 21 point haul, can I? But yeah, our captaincies. How did we both end up on Souček captaincy, Rob? I don't understand. I'm blaming David.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. I wasn't in my right mind at the time. I think I'd literally just woken up and I'm being hassled to captain Souček, and I wasn't really wide awake because my captain was always going to be KDB,
as was mine.
And I'm just thinking about someone that changed their captain at the last minute. But yeah, captain was always going to be KDB, and then I got bribed with having to go with Souček. Well, I didn't mind as a differential option, and bricked it of that game last night.
David is saying in the chat it was a 2-person deal. It is correct. It was a 2-person deal. How it went down was in our in our group chat. David was like, "I need a reason to captain Souček," and I was like, "Do it." He's like, "Oh, but I need a reason." And then I thought, "Okay, fine. If you do it, I'll do it." And he was like, "Deal." And then we wanted the third person in it. That's why we kind of like basically tried to goad you into captain Souček.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't the right captaincy. Like KDB, like my. But if I knew I wasn't going to captain Souček, I wouldn't have brought in KDB. I would have kept it as Salah, because I took out Salah for KDB. My plan. was always bring in KDB and captain him. But yeah, I just decided last minute. It's only a game, innit, at the end of the day. So just did it for fun. But yeah, let's see. We still got one more game.
I mean, this time tomorrow night, just because it's so funny.
Yeah.
He scored a hat trick.
Yeah, could you imagine it? If he gets a brace, fucking hell, 15-pointer turns into 30. That'd be
Just
good.
any
How did you
sort
get
of
on
return
anyway?
from him.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be happy with. Yeah, I'd be happy with an assist, to be honest with you. Any return I'd be happy with. If he gets a 10-pointer for the week, turns into 20, I'd be happy with that.
I mean, an assist for De Bruyne.
Yeah.
But then De Bruyne will probably go and get a goal and 2 assists against Villa.
Then we've got egg on our face.
Let's have a quick look at my team. Yeah, it's the tale of Johnston and John Stones.
Yeah, how many points?
How many are we on at the moment? 65 with the 12-point hit, so 53 net.
Okay.
But yeah, it started with Johnston and ended with John Stones yesterday, which. But I mean, Loughton, Diaz and Stones have overperformed. Soufal was expecting 6 points minimum. Fernandez, I was probably expecting like a 2-pointer anyway. Salah, I was expecting actually more from Salah than Fernandez. Bowen could have had a couple of us too as well. On Saturday, he had a couple of really good chances, just didn't happen. De Bruyne did De Bruyne things again, and Souček. And the bench boost is just an absolute disaster.
Yeah, so is
like Bednarek, Adams, just nothing, and then Bamford. Like there was no way there's so many people out there that had 2 or 3 Leeds players on their bench, and what a time for Leeds to have their worst performance of the season statistically.
When there's a fucking bench boost, right?
Yeah, I think their XG for the game was like 0.23, which is shit.
Shit, yeah.
And you'd have expected them to have got something, and you'd have expected Bamford to be part of getting something. It was just horrendous. But yeah, still got.
Oh, 2-0. Oh, Saka. Boom. Go on, boy.
Still got Watkins and Martinez to come. So hopefully.
You got that, yeah? It's 2-0.
Yeah, I can see that it's 2-0.
Okay.
Did the Croydon De Bruyne get the assist?
Let's see. I know Saka scored. Who did? Croydon De Bruyne. Who got the assist?
He's there celebrating with him. Gone. I'd laugh.
I don't know actually. It might be. I can't tell. Yeah, ESR assist. ESR assist.
Well, Sakib's on ESR. Good man, Sakib. Yeah. Good man.
Probably didn't follow your advice. Probably took his own, mate. Or did you hear Essential? Yeah. Sakib, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you came for the first episode. You heard to our first episode, but on our first episode, Rob goes, "Is ESR essential?" And I was like, "Fuck off."
At the time, he's had 2 price rises since I said that. FPL Towers.
Listen, he's a good player and he's worth having in your side. He's not fucking essential.
He's a brilliant enabler because he's starting for a top side in a number 10 position, and it looks like he's pretty much locked in there. If you want to free up $1 million off of Souček, you can go with him. If you wanted to free up that $1 million to then move I don't know. Like me, if I wanted to move Loughton up to a Chelsea defender or a United defender. But anyway, so
Yeah, I mean
how
he is
did?
a good option, but he's not
Oh, he's not
essential.
essential. No, he's just good for your budget.
Yeah, definitely.
So, how have
Um,
you got on
how
so far?
have I done? I'm on 65 -8. But that includes two Aston Villa players as well that haven't played. So I've got them two plus obviously the 9 to play. My bench boost was horrific, so I basically got 6 points from the bench plus Johnston if he plays tomorrow night, which I don't think he will. But to be honest, like in one ways, I'm thinking, what result do I want from that game? Because we've got Souček captain, and then I've got Johnston as a goalkeeper. So if he plays, so I don't really know, but obviously I'd prefer Souček to perform because he's my captain.
I mean, you wouldn't put it past Johnston coming away with 3 or
Yeah,
even 4 points out, like save points, the way
yeah,
you guys are playing. So,
yeah. But yeah, I think overall it's okay. Like I was disappointed. So my transfers were Cancelo. Who else did I bring in? Cancelo, Antonio, and KDB for a -8, and I took out Salah, Calvert-Lewin, and Taylor. So I've got 1 point off Cancelo, 7 points off KDB, so that's 8, and 9 points off Antonio, so 17. The -8. So yeah, I'm up on that so far, and obviously got more games to go. But yeah, just disappointing because it was a coin toss between Diaz and Cancelo. And I thought, like, I did think, oh, Diaz is more nailed. But then I thought, look, Cancelo's been playing so well that I'd be surprised if he got ditched. Like, but yeah, he did. So I was just disappointed
that's
with
what
that
Pep
decision.
does. He,
Yeah,
you play well and you get benched.
yeah. So I don't get it. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not benching Stones and Diaz, right? So I'd be surprised if he did that. But yeah, overall, look, at the end of the day, I can't be disappointed with 65. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. That's a big game. West Ham against West Brom. I think in terms of results, I thought 1-0 was a really good result against a good Burnley side. They're hard to break down normally. So the fact that we've got a 1-0 is good. I think David Moyes is, starting to become one of these managers that we just try and nick a point. Oh, that was nearly a good goal. Nick a, stay solid at the back, and teams don't want to play us. And made such a huge difference with Antonio there. Just in terms of presence, like having Antonio there compared to Haller is like night and day, like completely like night and day. Yeah, I thought it was a good result, and Antonio did well. What did you think of your game, 0-0 against Liverpool?
I think it's if someone told me like before the lineups were announced and everything that we were going to come away with a point, I'd have gone, yeah, cool, I'll take that. But then with how the game panned out and how well we defended um, and nullified a lot of that Liverpool attack for long periods of the game. But then we also, in the first half, they had 10 shots on goal, none were on target. And yeah, the closest shot on goal was Fernandez' free kick that just went wide. Then the second half, we had the two biggest chances of the game.
Yeah,
So even though I'm making the point before hearing the lineups, I feel like it's 2 points dropped. I think it was that was a huge for
At the end,
United.
yeah.
Um, and something to show for it. I think like on next Sunday in the cup fixture, we'll see United come out in a different way. I think they would have taken confidence. They would have left the pitch disappointed with not getting the win, and they'll take that some confidence in going to Old Trafford next week.
But could you not see a 0-0? Like, I could see it all day long. Before the game started, I predicted 2-0. Like, 0-0. Like I said, so one of my friends, we put £2.50 each on 0-0, 16-1. Like, I could see that happening all day long.
Yeah, it's happened a few times in recent years. About 4 years ago. When was it? 4 or 5 years ago. When
in the last 4 games at home, at Anfield, it's been 0-0 twice, not including yesterday.
It just shows how much we've struggled away from home against Liverpool in recent years. We don't make many chances, and when we do, we've got to take them. And yeah, it's tough. I think Rashford at the moment there's a lot of people back. He was offside a lot yesterday in the first half, and then just those last minute decisions he was making. I think he needs a goal. Martial needs a goal.
Get them some confidence, right?
Yeah. Fernandes had another quiet game, but I think it wasn't a game that suited chasing the ball around the midfield constantly, and we saw it against City a couple of weeks ago in the League Cup. It just didn't suit him because he wasn't getting on the ball enough. I thought Pogba had another great game.
Yeah, he played well.
I think the only thing he did wrong all game was shoot straight at Alisson.
Sakib saying Rashi should have passed to Cavani on that break.
Yeah. Although no one was expecting like Fabinho just to like turn the turbo on and be able to keep up with him. Like Cavani's made that run across Rashford to draw away Henderson and expecting Fabinho to go that way as well. And Fabinho's just turned out and followed Rashford. But yeah, you could have played Cavani in and Cavani would have got the shot away. Yeah, we'll see. Sunday's another big day. Hopefully we can get a win, put them out of the cup, and that
is that
I think that will be
Anfield?
important. No, it's Old Trafford.
Okay.
Come out a bit more and be a bit more expressive. I doubt we will be. Sit back a little bit again, and then 20-25 minutes, and then build on that with Liverpool City. It's those first 20-25 minutes you've got to just see that out, and then you can build into the game a bit.
So you're on 65 points so far. If we discount your hits for a second, so don't include them, how many points would you be happy with at the end of the game week? What would you consider yourself like? I'm really happy with this game week.
6, 12, 18. I think
We are live, yeah?
yeah. Anything over, I'm
You'd be happy with
okay.
anything over 90? Oh, yeah,
I'd
all right.
be okay with that, but
Yeah.
I think with the position I'm in now, like I want 110, 115.
Okay. So for me, anything less than 120, and I'd be really pissed off.
Anything less than
Right, I've got
120.
one. Yeah, so I'm on. Okay, this like taking away the hits. I'm on 65
You're on the
so
bench for
far,
your
right? So I
start.
want another 55. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, potentially 14 games left, plus a captain. Should be able to get 55 points from that, at least.
Actually, yeah. I've set
You
myself a
know?
low target so that I don't get
Well, it
disappointed.
depends. How many players do you have left?
I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. You've got to set yourself a target, I would say at least 120.
Yeah, like say 9 points from Martinez. Um, probably 7 points from Watkins to get something.
Yeah. 10 point. So an assist would be, what, 7 points plus a captaincy, so 14 points.
Yeah, we need something from Socek, and then need Fernandez to show up and Salah to show up. My concern is actually Salah against that Burnley
Yeah.
defence.
What are you thinking about doing with Salah going forward?
I
Are
think
you keeping him?
not. So we spoke a lot about in our differential picks about Maddison last week, and
Yeah. You didn't pick him.
I think moving forward, like or I can always go Bowen to Maddison. It's just I'm just bringing up my FDR and fixtures. Um, it's. I mean, Liverpool over their next 6 games: Spurs away, West Ham away, Brighton at home. Then they got City at home, Leicester away, Everton at home. Like all Brighton games that you'd go at the moment confidently go, yeah, I can captain Salah that game.
Yeah, I agree.
And if I've got Salah moving forward, I kind of want him as a captain. I'm much more comfortable with KDB's fixtures up until game week 23 when they've got Liverpool, then they've got Spurs, then they've got Arsenal. But they're like West Brom, Burnley. It's trying to figure out where I want to go with that though. And I mean Madison might.
Yeah.
They've got Everton, Leicester.
3-0. Aubameyang again.
Um,
A bumbaclat. Go on.
but then, like in game week 21, I'll probably want Son or Kane back. Well, Brighton.
I think that's off. Sorry, the ball went behind the line, so I think that's going to be given as a no goal. It looks like. Does the ball have to be touching the line?
has to be the line.
Clear of the line.
It's
touching, then it's okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure this will be a close one.
Right, where were we?
I can't remember.
Spurs.
Yeah.
So yeah, after they play Liverpool in 20, they got Brighton away. Then they got Chelsea at home, which I still don't. Then they've got only one move to Spurs, and then United. One player that really caught my eye was Luke Shaw.
But is he going to be sticking in the side though? That's the only thing that concerns me.
I think his performances recently, and especially yesterday, I could see Tellez, but giving Luke Shaw a rest. I like he's proven his first choice. Because every time I've said Tellez will start in the last couple of weeks, Luke Shaw's started. And he's what, 4.8 million?
Yep. Cheap.
That is cheap for
United,
starting fullback for a top of the league club.
Yeah. Oh, I see how you put that top of the league in there, yeah?
Top of the league club, yeah. He could have had a couple of assists yesterday. It's he's looking a lot better than he has been. I think Tellez coming in has made him work harder. He's defending better. He's not getting caught out as much. Yesterday he had Salah in his pocket, and then Salah and Mane swapped, and then he had Mane in his pocket.
Sakib is saying that sounds so good. I think he's referring to your top of the league comment. I think he's a United fan.
United fan.
Sounds like it.
Sure. I've got a bit of money in the bank. So I might actually do Loughton to Shaw this week. It'll be Salah to Son. And then then that frees up money for me to do something with my 3 West Ham players. I'll probably keep Soufal. I think it's Bowen that will go. I think West Ham are defending well, so I might just keep Soufal there and can rotate him in and out.
I think I'm going to be on triple West Ham for a while. I can't see how I can get off any Soufal, Souček, Antonio. How am I going to get rid of any of them?
I don't think you can.
The problem is a lot of them are going to be on my. But next week, I was looking at my team, and I was like, I don't know who to bench here. So for next week, currently I've got Soufal bench number 1, Rafinha bench number 2, and Dallas bench number 3. Who do I like? I've got Stones, Robertson, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Fernandes, Souček, Grealish, Bamford, Antonio, Vardy. I don't think any of them 3 take any of their places. Maybe Soufal for Souček, maybe. Or
you've got Palace away.
For Souček. Yeah, Palace away.
I
think I can see Leicester winning that.
I mean,
Vardy, a couple of goals.
He's pretty fixture proof, isn't he?
Yeah.
He can pop up with a goal anywhere, can't he? In the league. I think if you haven't got a United defender, you're going to want a United defender for game week 20. Not so much 21 when they play. maybe 21 when they play Arsenal, and then they've got Southampton. I think, yeah, Sheffield United, any of the front three, because I think the goals are going to come from either Fernandes or Pogba at the moment.
That's interesting. So keeps asking, are you still in the cup? I mean, I'm out of the cup. I lost to someone in the cup that had a fucking dead team and had Mutu as captain and Lossell as vice captain, and I still fucking lost in the first week.
I think I'm still in the cup. Shall I can. Oh, that. I've got it open on my page. Let's have a look.
How are you getting on this week in the cup?
I'm winning. How, I don't know. Let's see if it loads up. It might take a while to load up. So he's got 52. But he isn't using a chip. He picked McCarthy to start over Martinez. He had a Bamford blank.
Right.
He had a Dallas blank. A Sun blank. Well, he's going to get a Wilson blank.
How many players has he got left then?
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Salah captain. 6, 7, 9.
Oh, you should be all right.
Yeah. I'm.
You should be okay there.
I'm fairly confident.
Depends if Salah goes nuts.
Yeah, Salah would have to go absolutely ballistic for me to be going out of the cup.
Yeah. The cup's fucking shit anyway. Fucking you.
And a swimming bag. And a stress ball.
Yeah. Rob, can you bring up my draft team?
Your draft team.
One of the draft with I'm on like 50 odd points. I've got 3 draft teams. Just want to show them how fucking awesome this draft team is. I'm fucked from next week, but it's fucking quality for this week.
It takes a while to load through because of the.
If you can't, it's fine. I can describe it. Does it? All right. I'll describe. I'll tell them who I've got in this draft team. Right. So this draft team is currently on 55 points. Right. And for a draft team, that's good. Yeah. There's no captaincy, no chips, no nothing. I've got Mendy in goal, Chilwell, Ogbonna, Cresswell, and Dawson. Yeah, so double Chelsea, triple West Ham. Souček, Sterling, Hudson-Odoi, Antonio, Vardy, and Jesus. Huh?
That's crazy.
Like that triple West Ham defense is like smashing it for me.
I suppose, yeah. If
that's draft though, so
you can load up on a team as well, can't you? So it just makes it that much easier.
Yeah, you can have as many. There you go. That's the team. So next week I'll be taking out Ogbonna. Who am I going to take? Probably Dawson next week and bring in a defender from somewhere else. I have to have a look. But yeah, I've been planning that for ages. You see my bench. I've got I had Harrison as well. Like I loaded up on Leeds as well, and then obviously the bench the thing got double game week got cancelled, right? So fuck that up. But yeah. Anyway, what else to discuss tonight? Anything else?
We are
podding next Sunday, aren't we?
Yeah, let's bring up the fixtures from game week. Is that all of them? Yeah, so 8 days today. Well, yeah, a week tomorrow is the.
No questions in the chat so far.
No, nothing yet.
Nope.
So week tomorrow till the game week 20 deadline. Yeah, any games that you think are going to have? I mean, barring the obvious City West Brom, any other like high scoring games you think their assets could be worthwhile?
Well, if we just go down the games, so I'll give my prediction of what I think will happen in each of the games. So you've got Palace West Ham. I think that'll be 1-1. Low scoring draw that always is with Palace. I think it'll be 1-1 or 1-0 either side, but I think 1-1. Newcastle Leeds, I don't know about that one. Watching Newcastle, how shit they're playing tonight, Leeds could smash them, but then Leeds lost to Brighton, which I was really surprised about over the weekend. Like, really shocked about them losing. And I'm not sure, so I've got to choose now a new team for last man standing for this week, and it's between Chelsea against Wolves and Leeds against Newcastle, really. And I'm really tossing up between the two of them. I'm not sure, but yeah, that I'm guessing it'll be like 3-1 or something like that to Leeds. Southampton Arsenal. I think Southampton are missing Ings. Depends if he's back by then.
I
He had
think he'll be
COVID,
back
right? So it
by then.
depends if he's got. Yeah, so he should be back by then. But that'll probably be 1-1, I think. So again, quite low scoring. West Brom City. I don't think this is going to be massive. I think it would be like 2-3-0 or something like that. Probably 2-0. Burnley Aston Villa. Again, low scoring. Chelsea Wolves, I think that'll be low scoring. I can't see any big results. Like, actually, I can see Everton Leicester being like a 2-2. I could see that being like a 2-2. Other than that, I think there's going to be a lot of clean sheets this weekend.
David's asked,
All low
where
scoring
will you be
games.
spreading your funds from downgrading your bench boost players after this week?
Good question. I am going to be rolling for now. And then I will let me bring up my team. Yeah, so I'm going to be rolling for now, and then I'm probably going to be looking at getting in the Spurs player. I'm not sure yet. Spurs and United are kind of on my radar. From 25 to 28, West Ham go on a really bad run, but I might be wildcarding around 25. So it depends, because I might, I said earlier that it's going to be difficult for me to hold on to the West Ham players. The only one that I'll probably get rid of is Kafau, so I look to try and get rid of him. Grealish as well, I want to get rid of. I've been trying to get rid of him for ages, but I haven't been able to really. But then they've got Newcastle and Burnley coming up. So do I really want to, well, obviously they're in for Newcastle, but Burnley. So that's why I'm thinking the best thing is to hold. I've got a half decent side for this week. So then get rid of Grealish, and then probably get rid of Rafinha as well. So those are the players that I'm looking to kind of downgrade. Kafau, Rafinha, Grealish, Dallas, 3 out of those 4. I'm definitely looking at downgrading. Although Liverpool aren't playing great at the moment, they are doing okay defensively. So that's why I'm thinking whether or not it's worth sticking with Robertson. But then the problem is that you're paying 7 million really for, if Liverpool aren't playing well, he's not going to get many assists or goals. Therefore, do you want to play 7 odd million for someone that's just going to give you 6 to 8 points a week? And then obviously that's when they just keep clean sheets. So yeah, I haven't got a concrete plan at the moment, David, but I definitely will be downgrading. But I think for this week, I'm good just to hold. So I'll be holding for now and then reassess it afterwards. Got another question from David. Is Firmino benchable next week? Oh, see, I'd rather sell him than bench him. I don't like holding like a £9 million player on my bench. And I can't see why they can't score at Spurs. So if you're going to if you're gonna bench him, you might as well sell him, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't know what you think, Rob.
Yeah, for me, what's he 9.3? There's so many players that are like better value for money in the game
Okay,
week
so
next week.
David's asking who do you sell him for? So you've got Vardy. If you've got extra bit of money, Vardy's a good option. Kane is a good option. Vardy's
Yeah, if
got
you've got
Everton, Leeds, Fulham in the next 3. If you've got funds, that is.
Yeah, if you've got the money. If not, then yeah, you're looking at sort of your Antonio Bamford level, aren't you? After that, because sort of all the players at 7 million are either injured or not sort of nailed in their teams, like Cavani, Abraham, and Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison, again, yeah, you just never know which Richarlison's going to step up. Although he's, with DCL out, he's starting up top. I'd be going, yeah, Danny Ings would be my sort of in that 7-8 million bracket at the moment. And the rest of them, yeah, you just don't know when they're going to turn up and if they're going to turn up.
Sakib saying anyone but Burner. Arsenal
anyone
game
but
finished. Arsenal game finished 3-0. Decent. Well played them.
Yeah, going back to before, like downgrading your bench boost players, it's Loughton that I'll probably be looking to move on. He served his purpose. But yeah, I've got in the back, I think.
But you're supposed to be downgrading, Rob, not upgrading.
Well, yeah.
That's upgrading. Downgrading. Get rid of.
Okay,
You don't need a
downgrading.
bench. You don't need a bench, right?
It'll be Adams that goes.
Yeah, to a 4.5. It depends how you want to play, right? It depends.
Yeah, I mean,
do you want
if Fabio Silva, if Wolves aren't going to sign another striker, which it looks like they've got a couple of players coming back from on loan and stuff, aren't they, to provide the cover? But if Silva's going to be starting, I'll probably have him as my third bench.
The other thing,
rather than Brewster, because Wolves are a better side than Sheffield United. I'm happy to pay the extra 0.5 or whatever.
The other thing to consider at the moment is, so I did say last week about downgrading the bench and how important it was. One thing actually that I thought of, especially as the coronavirus stuff is going on and matches are getting cancelled, is I looked at my team. My team, I've got triple City, triple West Ham, and at the moment triple Leeds. Right, that's my team, and then obviously I've got 6 other players around them. Now, if the coronavirus calls off one of the games, not if they're playing each other, just one of the games, that's 3 players that I've got from, like, if a Man City game goes, or a West Ham game goes, or a Leeds game goes, that's straight away 3 of my players gone. That means I've got no bench for anyone else. Yeah, so if that means if anyone else is injured or whatever, I've got no bench. So is it worth having 3 from, 3 from one team? Okay, fine, you might want to keep 3 from City, but is it worth keeping 3 from West Ham and 3 from Leeds? Because if the game goes, then you're fucked. So it's really difficult.
I think with the way Leeds are at the moment, Dallas, I don't think they serve their purpose for FPL anymore. Leeds aren't keeping any clean sheets at the moment. like everyone said how exciting they are to watch, etc. But they are so fragile at the back,
Yeah.
and they showed that at the weekend. So I think Bamford you can keep because of his price. He's good value, and he can pop up and get a goal. But I wouldn't be going with any of the Leeds defenders, even if they are occasionally playing out of position, and you might have Ayling playing as a attacking right midfielder every now and again and stuff, and Dallas as a centre attacking midfielder. Like, is that worth it when you could be using that money on other players that are good value and playing for teams that are more likely to keep clean sheets?
Steve said in the chat, and I'm not taking the piss. I actually do think this is a good move. If you do want to have some money, Bowen to ESR is a good move. I think that is a good move, genuinely.
That was one of my moves that I was thinking of doing.
Yeah,
I might even take another hit and go Bowen to ESR, Loughton to Shaw. I think the Loughton to Shaw move actually pays for the hit if he keeps.
Say that again. I didn't hear you then.
The Loughton to Shaw move would itself against Sheffield.
David's saying Bamford and Bobby for Fabio Silva and Vardy.
I'd take that.
I like it, but I don't really want to get rid of Bamford.
I mean, I think it depends on how you want to move forward. If you're looking to go big in midfield, and you're likely only going to be playing one up top week in week out, then
yeah,
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be starting Silver, are you, in most games?
Well, one thing that we do have to mention is you are top of the league, man. You are top of the league, but at the moment, between the Sham and the Panda Planner, you're bottom of the league, mate. 26 points to 19 I lead so far, and I even had a shit Bobby Firmino pick, and I'm still fucking winning. So, how shit must you be?
It's not me. It's an algorithm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who made the algorithm?
might have been something to do with me. I'll just have to improve the algorithm.
You could still win, mate.
I could.
Very likely you could win.
I could still win.
Interesting to see what the planner says for next week.
I mean, I think my biggest problem with next week is if Fernandez gets booked against Fulham.
Yeah.
Although I probably still can't sell him.
That'd be a shitter if he does.
I don't think I could sell him and lose. I think
it would be hard to, wouldn't it? It'd be very hard.
I think I'd lose 0.6 of value.
Yeah, I wouldn't be selling him.
Like,
I'd lose something like that as well. What did I buy him at? Let's have a look. I bought him at. Computer, please hold. I bought him at 10.6.
Yeah.
And he's 11.3 now. 0.7 value. Yeah, I'm not selling him.
Yeah. Like, if I'd already played my second wild card, then I'd probably be okay with it.
Yeah.
But that second wild card, especially at the moment where I'm sitting at 400k and I'm now knocking on the door of the top 100. I know that second wild card, whether for double game week 26 or blank game week, well, it's not going to be for the blank game week 26, but that second wild card I want as much money as possible to be spending because of a suspension down the toilet, isn't it?
It depends if you don't want him back again.
Hmm.
If you want to
Which
get rid of Fernandez and you don't want him back, then it's okay to get rid of him. But if you want him
Yeah.
back, you need to keep him.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there any?
I think that's it, mate. Nothing else. Anyone got any other questions in the chat? And we'll answer them, and then we'll end the stream. You got anything else to add, Rob? We're doing our stream on Saturday, aren't we? So it'll be out
Yeah,
for
we'll
you
record.
guys.
Yeah, we'll record Saturday night, and then it should be up live. I'll try and get it up so people can in bed and watch us. Yeah. There's still a lot of football to be played. I wouldn't go.
We'll do a check-in, right?
Yeah, don't go pulling any triggers yet. Yeah, we've got most people's teams have got like players that will be playing 180 minutes of football between now and game. Minimum of 180 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's keep your hands in your pockets and just enjoy the show.
Yeah, you got FA Cup as well this weekend, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff going on. Like, if you get bored, there's always Twitter beef. So
don't get me started on Twitter beef, mate.
Let's not go down that.
Yeah,
no, it's 10 o'clock. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah.
If I get asked the question in the chat, then I can't not answer it. But,
let's say goodnight before we get asked the question.
Because we are 30 seconds behind, right? So if I elongate this for 30 seconds and then I get asked the question. All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. I think what we'll do is we'll do a review on a quick review and a preview on Sunday, and then we'll do our 5v5 Panda versus Sham again, and we'll talk through the results, and we'll speak to you on Saturday. Right, please like and share and subscribe on our YouTube, and if you're listening to it on a podcast, or if you listen to podcasts, please give us a like on Spotify and Google Podcasts. We really appreciate it, and retweet us and all of that jazz. Thank you very much. Right, good night, Rob.
Good night, Sham.
Right, good night, people. Have a great night. I need to get